Alright, so welcome back. So now we're going to continue this and we're going to add a few stuff to it, and you'll notice that some of them kind of move around on their own, right? So let me go undo that. So to prevent that, I'm going to show you how to do that in this video. But first we're going to put a crank on this, something that turns like a handle. So let's get started with that. So create a new component, and we're gonna call this handle, and the parent should be this one right here, and you'll notice that's the correct parent because if you hover your mouse it'll show up the same title. Okay, so we don't need to change that. If you need to change it, click X, and then this will be highlighted, and then make sure you click on that right there. So now it's selected, now the name shows. Click OK. You're going to create a sketch on this plane separate from everything else. We're going to take a rectangle and we're going to make that I know this one is going to be 0.75, and then this is going to be we'll say 2 inches. Okay, so it's a small handle. Alright, click OK, press enter. We're going to create two circles opposite from each other. The diameter will be 0.75 on both sides. It doesn't matter where you put it, just put it inside, and then we'll change the setting. Okay, we're gonna go here where it says constraints, and we're gonna use tangent, and we're gonna line up this circle with this one right here. Oh, somebody's knocking. I answered that. Alright, I had to answer the door. Alright, I'm back. So now let's do the tangent. So click on that and then click on this line. And what's going to do is going to move that circle. So it's connected at one point on that line and on that circle. And now we want to move it closer here. So we're going to do the same thing. Click on that circle and then click on that line. Okay, so we're still on that tool tangent. So let's go and keep using it, and let's do it for this circle. Alright. So it's going to be a simple formation. It's just that one circle is going to extrude towards you, and then the other circle will extrude towards the other way. Let's remove all of these extra corner. And so the way to do that is trim. You just got to make sure, or just know that it trims it from point to point. So the ending point is here and here. So that's highlighted. This is going to trim that off. Click on those and remove those. Okay. Alright, let's finish the sketch. And now we're going to click on home so you can see the whole thing. Zoom into that one piece. We're going to extrude this. Let's extrude this one first, and then we'll extrude that. We'll extrude it 0.5. Okay, that's pretty big. Let's do 0.25. And then click OK. The circles disappear, but we still need it. So what we need to do is go to Handle, click on that arrow where it says Sketches right here. Click on that arrow, and then make that visible. So click on that eyeball, and then it will be visible. Once we're done with those circles, we will make it invisible again. Click on extrude. Let's extrude this one this way. We'll say 1 inch. Yeah. All right. Oh, you know what? I should have extruded this one with this. So what we can do is come back here. Let's see, double click on it. Nope, nothing happens. Right click on it. Let's go edit feature. Okay, selected. I'm going to select this one also. So you see how that's highlighted in blue? You can select now the other one that we want to highlight. and then it will be extruded with it. Click OK. Alright. Okay, so that's nice I'm showing you this because I can show you how to edit things if you make mistakes. Alright, turn this over. We want to see the other side, and we're going to extrude this one now. We can extrude that, we'll say 0.9 because I kind of want it to stick out just a tad bit. But I want to go this way. Not sure why that. Oh, because it's supposed to be negative. So negative 0.9. When I put positive 0.9, it went the other way. And now click OK. Alright. And then click on Home. We want everything to be visible. So let's click on here. A little dot. Oh, we have to put the hole here. So let's go ahead and do that. Create sketch. And click on this face. We don't have to create a component because we're going to modify the right panel. We're going to put a circle here. I believe that circle is 0.75. Might be wrong. Let me just check. Oh, it is 0.75 right there. Okay. Alright, let's continue with this. So you have your circle there. Let's line it up. I'm going to click right here so that it kind of faces me. I'm going to use the dimension tool. Remember, when you dimension a circle, it's dimensioning from the center and not from the edge of the circle. I'm going to click on this line, and then we're going to make that 2.25. Dimension it again from top to bottom. Yeah, from the circle to the bottom. And we'll make that right in the middle, 2.5. No, we'll do 225 also. Actually, 4 inches. Actually, we'll do 2 inches. Maybe not, because the rod is, the handle itself is 2 inches. So let's say 2.5. Alright, so finish the sketch, and then we're going to extrude that now. Let's use this one. Click on Home, extrude it, and then click on that, and then move it up, backwards. There you go. Alright, it's almost ready. Oh, you see that sketch right there? It's kind of, sometimes it's confusing to look at, so let's go ahead and remove the visibility. Okay, so like what I said earlier, everything is detached, right? This one's not detached because it's a piece on itself, like it's a component by itself, and these are components by themselves. So let me undo that. Actually, I'll keep it like that. This one will move, but I don't want it to move. So I'm going to undo and put it back. And what we're going to do with that piece, that panel, that left panel, we're going to right click on it, and then we're going to ground it. And you'll notice there's a pin on it, right? And by doing that, it prevents it from moving. If you don't do that on the first part, what's going to happen is that it's going to move around when you move stuff around later. Maybe I can show you later on. But anyway, you only want to ground one piece. You don't want to ground every single one of them. So let's go ahead and go to Assemble and click on Joint and make sure the motion is on Rigid. Go back to Position. You're going to pick the piece. You're going to click on the part that you want to move first. Like if that's a part that you want to move. Instead of the left panel going to the upper panel, you want the upper panel to go to the left panel. So we need to select the upper panel first. We're going to snap that corner, this corner to that corner, and it'll be a rigid connection. So click there, and then we're going to click here, and it moves it to that corner. And everything else is lined up. So it's nice because everything's for you. Click OK. Alright, now I want the right panel to move to the upper panel. So we're going to do modification, assemble again, joint. Just make sure it's on rigid. We're going to move that corner to that corner. Okay, so we want those two corners to be rigid, like glued together. And so what's nice again, it does line things up for you. Okay, alright. I'm going to click OK. Alright. there is one thing that I forgot to do because I had to remake this. I forgot to put the circle, the holes. So you already have the holes on yours, so I have to put one on mine. I'm gonna pause this video, and I'm going to put the holes, and then I'll come back and show you the rest. All right, so now I'm ready. So let's do this again. So I put the holes there where the rods are gonna go, and we're gonna assemble this first the wrong way. So I'm gonna show you that I'm gonna show you the wrong way using a slider. Okay, so we want it to slide in and out of this, but if you choose this part of the slider or the rod, so the flat face right there, and then we choose this part right here, what will happen is going to move the wrong way. So if I click OK, you can see this arrow right here. It's going to slide. It's going to slide this way. Okay, and you kind of see where the arrow is facing. So it's kind of weird. It's like, so it's if it's face to face, it's going to slide along that face. So I'm going to undo this and pick the right orientation, the right points. So go to joint, go to motion, go to slider. The first position is, again, the one we want to move. Click on that top part of that rod, and we kind of want this. We want this face, the upper face, but we want it right here in the middle. So for some reason I can't choose that. Okay. So what I'm going to do is this. I'm just going to click here, and it puts it there, right? But I know that the rod is 1 inch or 2 inches, so halfway is 1 inch. So I'm just going to move this 1 inch this way. There you go. Okay, and then click OK. All right, so that rod is supposed to be able to move up and down like that, not sideways. Same thing with the circular one. Again, you're in slider. This one's easier because if I choose this, it actually, if I choose a circle, it chooses the middle for me. So that's kind of nice. So I'm going to click there also, and click OK, and you'll notice it moves like that. Okay. All right. Now let's do the let's do this one. It's supposed to turn in that circle like a handle. So we're going to go to assembly, go to joint. Instead of using slider, we're going to use revolute. Okay. We're going to choose the bottom of this. I'm trying to turn it around like that. I believe that's it. And then I'm going to choose the inside of the circle instead of the other side. Oops, we don't want it like that. Let me try that again. So cancel. Assembly, joint, revolute. Oops. Trying to turn it. Okay, and then let's try the other side right here. Okay, maybe this will work. But I don't want the handle facing that way, right? Maybe there's another way to do it. I think I can flip it, but I'm gonna have to figure that one out. Let me see. I'm gonna click OK for now. Okay, well, that's part of learning. Okay, so I'm gonna modify this, see if I can flip it. Click on that, then go like that, 180 degrees, click OK. Maybe I should have flipped it before I actually did the revolute. Maybe that's the answer for that. So this revolute slider. Okay, I'm going to modify this revolute. So I'm gonna. This is the one where I connected it. My buddy was facing the wrong way, so I'm gonna edit that joint. Let's see if I can fix it. Now click OK. Oh, there you go. It didn't work. So let's go do it this. Actually, did it work? It did work a bit, but I think I moved it too much. So I'm going to edit that again. And what's difficult about this, because I can't see the other side, and it does flip it over, and then click OK. And now I have this, right? But it's not lined up. Okay, so I'm not happy with that. So let's just go ahead and turn things around. Okay, so what I did, I went back all the way to before I touched this. So what I can do now is this. I'm going to look at in this front view, and I'm going to move, and I'm just going to turn it like manually, because that's kind of the orientation really that it needs to be in, right? So it's probably better that way. Okay, and then I'm going to do the assembly. So joint, motion, revolute. Alright, let's try this. Let's see if this one works. So it's nice that I made mistakes, because I kind of know what to do in the future when I try to do something like this. So it's not too bad. There you go. Now I can move it this way. Okay. If I wanted to find movement, now I'll probably do 0.75. Okay, that's good enough. Okay, and click OK. There you go. Okay. You have all these joints that are showing. You can go put your mouse onto it, your cursor, and then right click, and then remove the visibility. Okay, click outside. Same thing for the other ones. So do that for all of them. So it's not showing. Oops. Okay. The last thing we're going to do is add color to this. We'll just use like red and blue, and the simple colors. Okay. Right click on it, and then appearances or appearance. It's not showing up. Oh. Okay. So now we can go to fusion of appearances. We're gonna give it a certain, because my video is blocking it. So give it like some kind of material. I'll just go with plastic, and then from here I think you can pick a color. I'll just go with white for now. Which white? We'll do ABS white. That's easy. And I believe you can download that. Click on download, or bring it up here, and then it's like a paint. You can paint tool that you just kind of drag, and then it'll turn white. Okay. I can make a copy of this or duplicate it, and I can edit that duplicate. So instead of white, we'll say blue, and remove that one, and then we'll pick a shade of blue that we like. Right there, click done. There you go, it changes. So now I can drag that in there. it will change. Now it changes the whole thing because it says bodies and components. But if you just want single face, like you want this to be different colors, you go to faces and then you can just change that part, right? So I'm going to put it back. I think that's the normal color for that one. So if you want a different color now, a different swatch, I guess. Duplicate one of them and then edit. We'll say red and then choose a red here, a shade of red, and then click done. It takes a few seconds, and then this is a component by itself. Oh, we're on faces, that's why you changed that. If I go like this, it will change that whole thing. Okay, all right, I don't know what that is. Okay, let me glue. Okay, so anyway, go ahead and play around with the color. For this one, it's up to you how you want to look like. Yeah, change the color for all the faces and all the components. Okay, all right, and that's it. Thank you. Good luck.